Yo, so last night I watched King Arthur, the legendary sword, if I'm not mistaken, that's what it's called. I think it was made in 2017 or some shit, or came out in 2017. That movie basically spoke of everything I was talking about with that Hamlet story, with the story of Horace avenging his father's death. Yeah, it was the uncle of King Arthur, or Lancelot, whatever the hell. Yeah, that was in power. And both of them had help from the underworld. But one, the uncle, was on the dark side, but using that powers to manipulate rather than for good. Because we need the upper world and the underworld. But are you using them for good things? So that underworld vibes that King Arthur had on his side was the connection with also nature. And they were calling upon the snakes. And that's what we've been doing. So let's connect to our breath and tap into the snake. And please watch that movie if you're feeling called to. I'm really not one to even watch movies lately, but Spirit called me to watch it and I was like, oh shit. Because I've been calling upon them. Because I'm in my knowing that we don't need just the heavens, but we need the underworld on our side as well. But for righteous reasons, not to manipulate anything, not to control someone's free will. But you be the judge, you decide. Yeah. You just need them though, and I feel we've been calling upon the wrong ones in this times. There's a lot. Just watch that. Watch that movie. It's incredible. All right, so let's tap into that energies of what is going on with that vibes. Three of Pentacles in reverse. So someone's not open to receiving help. This could be a boss, an entrepreneur, someone just doing things alone. Someone very resourceful. Not open to receiving help. Okay, so you're going on this new adventure. You're feeling hopeful. So the Two of Cups came on that sideways. So I feel that you're going at whatever you're going at in the wrong way. But there is a sacred partnership, but I think this sacred partnership comes through you being open to receiving help, to giving and receiving your time and energy as well. Look at that. Ten of Cups, Ace of Wands. It's there. It's all there. You just have to be open. So this is going to be a loving, content relationship. A lot of passion, a lot of inspiration, a lot of fire. But if this is lacking, if you're not wanting to share connections with people, then this also gets blocked off. Or it can come in, but it's not going to be stable because there's still a part of you that's closed off. Possibly because the past. Look at this. Very nurturing, healing, nurturing the family. Supporting the household. Maybe a lot of you are doing that right now. Just not really open to friendships. You're just really working on your partnership. You're working on your household. Working on your household, but you're still really hurt and really regretful. Really regretful about something that happened in the past. Could have been a friendship. But look at that. The Two of Cups is right there. So releasing the past, being open to reconciliation, forgiveness. Because the partnership won't be stable. If there's still worry, if there's still fears, if you're unable to give your time and energy properly. Oh, look at how those two came out. So I'm seeing this energies of someone really clinging, really seeking new inspiration. Seeking new inspiration, but still not quite open because of something that they have to heal from. The Supreme. Being open to that is going to give you all the tools that you need to have a healthy relationship, have a healthy career, have healthy emotions. See, look at that to the side. Putting something to the side. You could be putting something to the side, putting some sort of emotion to the side, putting how you feel to the side. Saying everything is okay when it's not. Yeah, see, there's heartbreak. Someone's experiencing heartbreak. A lot of sadness due to a separation, due to whatever happened there. Then we have protection against competition. So it could have been friendships, a job, even a partner that made you feel like you were an option rather than a choice. So now you're defensive to being open to help, support, love, and even giving it. But I'm seeing somebody gives it, just not open. God of Wands. God of Wands, the call to be courageous, make bold moves, and knowing that whatever move, whatever choice you make, you're protected. Look, this is protection. Both protection. So don't worry about collaborating with people because it's going to be protected. I just said that, but there's more. There's more. I'm feeling somebody just like, oh my gosh, do I have to? But knowing that even if it doesn't work out, that you're protected and it's there to have you open up and be vulnerable. Yeah. Let's see. Secrets. We have secrets at the bottom of the deck. Conceal plans and actions from those not ready to accept you as you are. So you could have had somebody around you, and that's why that collaboration, partnerships, friendships ended, because you had people around you not ready to accept you as you are. And now you are feeling completely closed off. But there's change and there's growth. I'm seeing that there's change and there's growth. It's taking time though. Patience. Creativity takes time, and sometimes a project can seem to be taking too long or seem to be failing. And that could have been because you were sharing your ideas with the wrong people or not open. Yeah, sharing your ideas with the wrong people. I know that there's growth and change happening, but it's just taking a while, and you're being called to nurture yourself and love yourself as you would a child or pet. Go out in nature. Insight and precision. See beyond appearances, masks, cliches, and cultural stereotypes to gain insight and precision. The desire to do things precisely is useful as long as it doesn't devolve into rigidity. Okay, so I'm seeing trying it a different way. Whether it's the front, yeah, I'm just going to say that because this is a goddamn collective reading. Right? Traveler, moving in a new direction. Yes, that's what I was going to say. Moving in a new direction. New friends, new partnerships, new experiences. Brings in new opportunities, new mindsets. Even when you are traveling, make sure you're traveling with a different mindset. Seer, see beyond the current situation. And summer, bask in the joy and light. This is a collective reading, so it may or may not resonate. If you want to book a personal reading, you're more than welcome to check out that information found in the description box. I love you all, sons and waters. We did not connect to the snake when we came in, even though I said we was. Separation. Picturing a light going down our spine as we feel our claws, letting our claws rise, not our chest. We're going to release with the hiss of the snake. To release yourself from the chains, even if it's chains that you placed upon yourself. Oh, I love this. We got Kanaloa, the god of the underworld. Oop, shit, what? Let me read it from the book and we will close this off. Give me a sec. Okay, so Kanaloa. Well, I went to go and get my smokes. The Angels and Ancestors deck fell, and what was shown was Star Ancestor, follow the voice of your soul. Spirit Fox, trust in your talents in changing times. And Eagle, see from a higher perspective. Okay. All right. Let's read Kanaloa. Number 12, that goes to number 3. That's that 3, the collaboration energy coming together. Also, that's that Empress card that I spoke of in the video I posted on Instagram. With the angel number 303. This unbreakable bond that's coming. All right, I'm going to read it, the whole entire. The whole universe conspire. Ua Kanaloa. Kanohona. Ikeia Vahi. Residence is securely established at this place. Kanaloa is one of the 4 major gods. Kane, Ku, Lono, and Kanaloa. He often appeared along with Kane, the god of fresh water, and the creator of all life. Ki'i, statue, represents... Ki'i representations of Kanaloa show him wearing a headdress that touches the ground because Kanaloa connects the conscious and the unconscious minds, integrating the upper and lower selves. The early Christians confused Kanaloa with Satan or Milu, the ruler of the underworld. But Kanaloa is actually the god of salt water and ocean winds. One of Kanaloa's kinolao forms, that of a squid, was believed to make sickness flee. Therefore, Kanaloa was often appealed to for healing someone who was believed to be under a sorcerer's spell. You see, that's why it's so important to work with both conscious and unconscious parts of yourself, upper and lower selves. Yeah, your higher self and your lower self. You can't have one or the other. You need both in balance with each other. Kaho'olawe, a 45 square mile sacred island close to the island of Maui, is sometimes referred to as Kanaloa. Between Maui and Kaho'olawe is a channel through which waves pass from all over the world as they travel towards Tahiti, the ancestral home of many Hawaiians. For many years, Kaho'olawe was used for bombing practice by the U.S. military. One of their experiments in an attempt to simulate an atomic blast is believed to have cracked the island's foundation. So there's a crack, yeah, that separation between your highest self and your lower self. The struggle to save Kaho'olawe is similar to the struggle to save Hawaii and the Hawaiian way of life. Military occupation as well as ecologically insensitive development strained the fragile Hawaiian ecosystem, primarily due to the efforts of a group known as the Kaho'olawe Ohana. The bombing of Kaho'olawe was stopped after a long and costly struggle. In 1997, George Helm, a musician who taught that Kaho'olawe was a sacred place, and Kimo Mitchell, another member of the Ohana, disappeared at sea following a protest. Other costs include the loss of vegetation and an estimated $350 million or more dollars it will take to partially restore some of it and clean up the island. There has been talk of training dolphins to locate some of the unexploded bombs that are still submerged in the surrounding waters. Wow, that reminds me of that video I just made yesterday about that telepathy connect. Yeah, not just using dolphins, but I'm thinking of it in terms as us using our telepathy to connect with the underworld and the upper worlds, the unconscious and conscious, because we need that part to help make this sickness flee, to release people that are placed under this sorcerer's spells. In 1990, the Navy began blowing holes on the wind-swept plains of Kaho'olawe in order to accomplish what they claim was the most effective method of planting trees. Meanwhile, on the biggest island, Hawaii, 24,593 acres of land called the Pohakuloa training area, which included a portion of Hawaiian homelands leased to the military for $1 a year, has been used for military training exercises, which include bombing practices. I'm going to leave that there. Okay? Because we're still trying to clean up that mess that they have. And yes, the military is still illegally occupying our lands here in Hawaii. Let's read what this card means. Kanaloa means grounded, secure, firm, established, immovable, unconquerable. A solid foundation can bring you security and strength. Are you satisfied with your living situation? What grounds you? Is it a place, a way of life, or both? Not only where, but how you are living is important. It is important that your behaviors are consistent with your values and beliefs. When Kanaloa appears, you may want to evaluate what your life is founded upon. Kanaloa reminds you that security and healing are built upon a solid foundation. In order to evaluate whether or not a foundation is a solid one, you may want to consider its implications. An example of a solid foundation is one which facilitates preserving and saving the earth for future generations. If you discover a faulty foundation, replace it with another. If you discover someone around you is acting based on a faulty foundation, you may need to protect yourself from their actions. Remember, when evaluating foundations, that when a change is necessary, the new beginning of Kane may be just over the horizon. Kane. Let me see Kane. I'm going to read to you Kane briefly, since that is right over the horizon. What number was Kane? Kane. I feel like it was 7. Excuse the yelling. And excuse me going through this. Hold up. All right. Kane was number 40. So just over the horizon. Ooh. Now we're going to number 4, which is the Emperor. A plan. Valuing your plan. Having people around you that value you as well because you value self. Okay. Kane's digging stick releases water which flows without force. Kane's water restores energy and harmony. When you're about to give something new, ask yourself the following questions. Does what you are about to begin lead you to be refreshed and rejuvenated? Will it enable you to experience a renewed sense of well being? As all aspects of life are sacred to Kane, whatever you should begin should allow you to float effortlessly with the flow of Kane's creation. All right. This is a collective reading. If you want to book a personal, the information is found in the description box, along with the links to my PayPal if you want to make an offering. Aloha.